So we need to discuss string handling. Strings are immutable in Java. They cannot be modified once you assign the value. So if you try to modify, the strings are going to create a new object. And strings is a collection of characters, a group of characters, or an array of characters. And a string is available in java.lang package. Strings are available in java.lang package. And strings you can create in different ways. So like using string builder, string buffer. So if you want to create a immutable string, use a string class. If you want to create a mutable string, then you can use string buffer and string builder classes. And so this string class is implementing the serializable, comparable char sequence interfaces. Others can hear. Only Priyanka has problem. So others, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So Priyanka, you have a problem? Check your mic.
Okay, sir. Now, yes. Thank you.
Okay. Well, so now this is the string. It is implementing, as I told you in the interface. Interfaces are implemented in the class. So now char sequence, comparable, serializable interfaces are implemented in the string class. So char sequence interface is used to represent the sequence of characters, and string buffer, string builder classes implement it. So all these classes also implement the char sequence interface. It means we can create a strings in Java by using these three classes. So this one, three classes inside this char sequence interface methods are implemented. Okay, how to create a strings? There are two ways to create a strings. One is using a string literal, and another one is using a new keyword. So any one you can use. Till now we have seen a string literal. Using new keyword, we haven't created the string objects. So this is the string literal. What is meant by string literal? It is created by using a double quotation marks. Whatever is there in the double quotation marks, that is called string literal. So this is the value, the variable that stores this value, and that's a string literals. Means each time you create a string literal, the JVM checks the string constant pool memory, that is a special memory for the string literals, which is available in the heap memory. Especially for a string, the string constant pool memory is available there. So that will have the string literal values. What is string literal? If you enclose anything in double quote, that is called string literal. This value will go and store in this string constant pool memory. If the string already exists in the pool, a reference to the pooled instance is returned. If the string doesn't exist in the pool, a new string instance is created and placed inside the string constant pool. So that's the concept. See, this is the heap area, bigger one, and this is the string constant pool. Only string literals will come and store in this string constant pool. So two objects have same value, it won't create another object. It will be pointed to same value. That's a string constant pool advantage. String objects are stored in special memory, that is called string constant pool. It is available in the heap memory inside. The strings will be stored, that is called string constant pool. Why Java uses a concept of string literal? To make Java more memory efficient, so we are using string literal concept for that. So that's how to create object for string. One way is using string literal, you can create object. Now that means now these are all objects, string object references. This is the string object. Now this S and S1 is pointing to same value. It's not two objects here. So what will happen? This is the string literal, right? Or it will check one more time. If you create one more string literal, it will check in the constant pool if the values already exist, and it won't create a new object. If it is not there, only it will create. Now here two references pointing to same value. So that's how it saves the memory string literals. So using new keyword also, you can create object, right? It's a class, right? So string is a class, so that you can create object with new keyword. Now string str object equal to new string Java. So in this case, JVM will create a new string object in normal heap memory, and the literal welcome, here Java, the Java will be placed in the string constant pool. Whatever is there in the double quotation, that's a literal. That will go store in the constant pool. So the variable str object always refer the object in the heap. This is the one. This entire thing is object, right? It will be stored in the heap. So we already know these points, all these things. And the literal will go and store in string constant pool. That means how many objects are creating here? How many objects we are creating? One is in the heap memory, and another one is this Java will go and store in the special memory constant pool is there, right? There it will store this Java. So that's why so with new keyword, two objects are creating. It's a waste of memory, right? That's why nobody will create object string object with new keyword. String object you won't create with the new keyword because it is creating two objects. And what is string literal and string constant pool? String is one of the mostly used one in the application. In the web application, everything is string only. In any web application you take, every object is a string object. So Java designer took a step further to optimize usage of this class. So they know that strings will not going to be cheap, and that's why they come up with an idea to catch up all string instances created inside the double quotation marks. So these double quotation marks are called literal. So is known as a string literal, and cache which stored these string instances are known as a string pool, string constant. Basically, these string literals will store in the string constant pool. That's a string constant pool and string literal means. Other than that, nothing. You can see here difference between string literal and string object. So this is the entire heap memory, and this green color is right. That's a constant pool. So this is a string constant pool. So S4 and S3 pointing to same Java, but S1 and S2 two different objects. You created string S1 equal to new string Java, and another one you created string S2 equal to new string Java. That's why two objects created here. Different objects. Both the hash code is different, right? Both memory address is different. So that's a heap memory. At a high level, both are string objects, but main difference comes from the point that new operator always creates a new string object. Also, when you create a string using literal, they are internal. Intern means I'll tell you what is the intern. So this will be much more clear when you compare two string objects created using string literal and new operator. So this one, see that string A equal to Java, string B equal to Java. So now A and B are pointing to same object reference. That's why you will get A equal to B if you use it returns true. And here string C equal to new string Java, string D equal to new string Java. Now C equal to D is not same. Why? This is the different memory address, and this is a different memory address. That's why both are not same. So that's why it returns a false value. Okay. So similarly, when you compare string literal with a string object created using new operator, using double equal to operator, it will return false. Why? This memory heap memory area, that one is a constantable memory area. That's why both are different. Yeah. String E equal to ZK, string F equal to new string F. If you create a literal and F, if you compare with this, it returns false because this memory address is different. It is in the heap memory, and this memory address is in the constant pool memory. Both are not same. That's why it returns false. Generally, you should use the string literal notation when possible. It is easier to read and it gives the compiler a chance to optimize your code. That's a main advantage. So these points are important. In interview, they might ask you string literal and with the new keyword if you create. So are they equal? You could say no. Both are different. So string interning using intern method. There is an intern method in the string class. So why you need intern method? Let's understand this. So Java by default doesn't put all string object into string constant pool. Instead, they give you flexibility to explicitly store any arbitrary object in string constant pool. You can put any object to string pool by calling intern method of java.lang.string class. So this intern method is available in the string class. So though when you create a string using string literal notation of Java, it automatically call intern method to put that object into string constant pool. Internally, even if you create a string literal, it won't put in the string constant pool that value. But internally, it will call the intern method. Then that method will place that value in the string constant pool. So that's what here we are talking. So this is another difference between string literal and new string, because in case of new, interning doesn't happen automatically. So interning doesn't happen automatically. And so two things, when you use string literal, and it will call the intern method automatically and place that in the string constant pool memory. The value will be pasted in the string constant pool. When you create an object with a new keyword, and intern method is not going to call automatically. You have to call explicitly. That is what we are talking here. Interning doesn't happen automatically until you call intern method on that object. Also, don't forget to use a string buffer and string builder for string concatenation. They will reduce the number of, so always number of iterations it will reduce. Always remember that literal strings are returned from string pool, and Java put them in the pool if not stored already. So that's why always, so to compare strings, references, you can use equals method. String object, if you want to compare, always use equals method. So that's the main concept of strings. So now we need to discuss the methods of string class. There is a lot of methods in the string class. So let's discuss one by one, and I'll explain in the program itself so that there you will get the concepts of string methods. Basically, string is a class. In that class, there are ready-made methods already available. Every method is a return type method. So how to call a return type methods? All are non-static methods, or few are static methods, but every method is a return type method. How can you call return type methods? So the first method is length method, which returns the value. Length method, which returns, finds the number of characters in given string. The return type here is integer. So the return type methods is data type, variable name equal to reference of object dot return type method. Now this returns integer. So count equal to, we need to declare some string. I'll declare a string here, static string s equal to Java. So now I want to find out that length, s dot length method. These are return type methods how to call. And how simply you forget, and these formulas I told you, this 10,000 or 1 lakh stars you can put for this formula, and you're going to use this not only in the Java, you are going to use in the WebDriver several times, not one time. I told you very clearly, these are formulas are very important. If you forget those formulas, how can I do that? So those methods topic is a very crucial. You have already ready-made method. Okay, this is a bigger problem. So you are not revising the old topics. That's a methods topic. Always you need to refer at least weekly one. And you everywhere you are getting methods only. Why you are not able to call them in different scenarios? Then you won't forget, right? It is not acceptable. And how efficiently we did this formula so many times, and you're simply forgetting now when it comes to end of the course. See that length of the string you'll get 4. So here 4 characters are there. It returns 4. That's a first method, length method. Then second method is char@at method. So char@at method you have to pass int index. This also returns, fetches the all are return type methods, no doubt in that. Every method is a return type method here. What is a return type means? It fetches the value, what value you want, fetches the character at given index. So the return type is, what is the return type? Char. So this method return type is a char. So char c equal to s dot caret of, see that caret, so caret of int index. You have to give the index number. So now I told you a string is a array of characters. So array of characters means the index always starts with a where? 0, 1, 2, 3. So now which character you want from this string, and you just pass the index number here. So I want a second index character. So what is the second index character? So that will come and store in this variable. So that will come and store it. Any character you want from the string, just call this method char@at method. So second index character in s variable is, so I can just print C. So I'm clearly telling second index character in Java variable is V. So see, I'm not hard coding the S, I'm just calling the variable name and I'm joining two strings here. This one string and this is another string. So in between that, the variable name I'm giving. That's a second method. Forget about all these things. So this is the methods you need to focus. Char@at method, length method. The next one is, third one, toChar_array method. So toChar_array method, what it does, it fetches the character array. So basically converts the string into character array. Converts the string into character array. So the return type of this method is char array. So what is the return type? Character array. So return type character array. So ch equal to, so s dot toChar_array. So toChar_array method you can come. So now what will happen? All these characters, now it is a string, right? It will convert into character array. Character array means, so the character array it returns. Character array means, so it will be like this. So character array ch equal to, so your array will be like this. So character means single quotation, right? J first, next A first, second element, third element V. So it will be converted into character array. So this is the array you will get it. So you will get like this. So this is the character array you will get. So how can you print an array? How can you iterate an array? How can you iterate an array?
By using for loop.
For loop. For loop.
So for each loop. So I will use a for each loop. The data type is char data type. So I'll use char. So C1 colon and array name is ch. So now I'm printing each character, right? I'm printing each character. So C1 is going to represent each character plus /t. So that's the one and call the cursor to next line using this plus operator. That's the method. So 3 methods. Are you clear now till now? Very, very important methods. All 3 are mostly used methods. So even you can use a normal for loop also. So you can see normal for loop also you can use. How to use normal for loop? So int I equal to 0. So I less than array dot length and I plus plus. So then clone method. So length method, length property, not method, right? Array property you have to call instance variable, length of instance variable you have to call. So now print that. So array of I. So array of I you have to call. So it will print. So those values also. So using this print method we will use. This also prints in the horizontally. So instead of vertically. So that's the how to print an array using for each. So it's easy to catch which one is a for each, which one is a normal for loop. That's the 3 methods. Next we have 4th method, concat method. So what this concat method will do, joins the 2 strings and return string object. So what it returns? String object it returns for you. So a string return type is a string. So s1 equal to s dot concat. So see, concat method joins the given strings. So I'm going to join one more string. So that is selenium. I'm joining these 2 strings. S is a Java. I'm joining with a selenium. So you will get output Java selenium in the s1 variable. S1 value with the concat method. So that is plus S1 and you can call that. So Java selenium you will get a Java selenium. This is a Java, will go and join with selenium. So you'll get Java selenium. So next methods. So lot of methods they have given ready-made. You just need to use how to use them. You should know. Same thing you are going to do in the WebDriver. They have provided all the methods, how to call them. That's where the methods concept is going to place a major role. I was keep on telling. And then next one is to uppercase. So I want to convert given character in given string into uppercase letters, all uppercase letters. How can we convert that? Converts the given string into uppercase, returns string object, returns string object, string s2 equal to s1 dot to uppercase. So to uppercase method you can call. So all are return type methods in the string class. Every method is a return type. No void methods at all in the string class. Because you want to get some value from the string, you have to call the string methods. So s2 value is plus s2. So you will get, see, everything is converted into capital letter. Again, s1 value doesn't change. S1 value doesn't, that's what immutability means. Why strings are immutable means because they are not going to change the value. If you try to change, a new object is creating here. New object is creating there in the heap memory because we are using string literal concept. It will store there a new object in the constant pool. And so if you try to change, new object will create for you. So that's the string literal concept. And another one is to lowercase method. To lowercase method, what it does is converts the given string into lowercase. So it will convert all the characters into lowercase. So returns a new string object. String s3 equal to s2. S2 is in uppercase. Now you need to provide which is upper so that it will convert. S2 is the uppercase letter. S2 dot 2 lowercase. So 2 lowercase, and you will get this output, and that I'm storing in another new string. So I can write it. So converting, right? So converting S2 to lowercase. See, here you will get automatically uppercase, and that you are converting with the lowercase to lowercase. That is S3. So just call that. See that you are converting Java cell into lowercase. See, it is converted into lowercase. I'm not using S1. I'm using S2. On that I call 2 lowercase method. It is converting. That's a 2 lowercase and 2 uppercase methods. Next one is 7th method. All Boolean commands. Let's call Boolean commands. What are the Boolean commands? We have so many. Is empty method. So is empty method. So checks the given string is empty or not. Given string is empty or not. So given string is empty or not, it will check. And so it returns a Boolean value. The return type is Boolean. So Boolean value. So Boolean b equal to s dot is empty. Now it's not empty, right? It's not empty. So that you will get a Boolean value. So let's see this. So is empty method checking yes. Just write yes is empty or not. So that output is stored in the B. So let's see, now it's not empty. So you should get a false. You should get a false. That's what. So Java is not empty, right? So okay, characters are there. So it's a string where that's a is empty method. Next method is and contains method. So contains method checks the given string is present in the main string or not. For example, you have a bigger string. In that you want to check a partial substring, and you can use contains method. So basically perform the search. So perform the search whether the given substring is present in the string or not. Checks the given substring is present in main string. So returns true or false. True or false means what data type? Boolean data type. The return type of this method is so Boolean data type. Boolean b1 equal to s1 dot contains. So contains, see, you give a character sequence. So the character sequence I'm going to give in Java Selenium. I want to check Java is there or not. So that will check. Checking, or you can write S1, right? Java is S1. Even you can write S1 S also. S, right? S is a variable. Checking yes is present in S1 variable using contains method. So that output is going to store in the B1. Now see, it is Java Selenium. So Java is there. So that's why it returns true to you. See, it's returning true. So checking Java is present in Java Selenium using contains. Yeah, it is there, right? That's why it returns true. So next one is same. I'll use a negative case. Okay, so let's do negative case. So Boolean, so b2 equal to s1 dot contains of, I'll give a Ruby. Okay, so Ruby is present or not, you can check. So that's what I'm checking now. Ruby is not there in the Java Selenium, right? So what it should return for us?
False. Boolean.
False. So Boolean value it returns. So using, so that is B2. So it returns a Boolean value B false. that stores in the B2. All are return type methods, false. Now same, so we have seen isEmpty method, mostly used methods. I'm giving contains method and few more methods. Let's see all the Boolean methods, we'll see one by one, and so many methods, right? Still we are in the beginning. So next method is equals method. So this is the method compares two strings. What it does, it compares the two strings, and if same returns true, else returns false. That's the equals method. Exactly same or not, it checks. The characters it will check. All characters are same or not, it will check. That's the this method. Okay, so let's see how to do that. And equals method, I'll call. So again it returns a Boolean value. So Boolean, so B3 equal to, so S1 dot equals S2. So what I'm doing, I'm comparing S1 with S2. So same or not, I'm checking. So it returns S1 is the all lowercase Java Selenium, and S2 is all uppercase Java Selenium. Right? Are you clear? And then see that. Then we need to print that. So comparing S1 with S2 using equals method. That is, so you can see B3 value. Clearly I'm writing which one you are comparing. So comparing small Java Selenium with capital Java Selenium. What is the output you got? False. Why? They are both are same only, right? So this all letters are same, right? Then why are you getting this? So the character is in uppercase, lowercase also it will check. That's the equals method. So equals method we already discussed. So where this equals method is there?
Object class inside.
Object class. In the object class, this equals method is there. Now string is a child, object is the parent, right? Parent is the object for every Java class. Now, so what is happening here in the object class equals method? It compares any objects. But this string class equals method, what it does is it compares only strings only. Then the logic is changed here, right? Then that means what you call this? So what happened here? Object class equals method is compares any objects, but string class equals method is
Specified object.
compares only strings only. Then what you call this process? Which OOPS concept is referring?
Parent class.
Okay, so this is the method overriding. Method overriding is happening here, and so this is the interview question also. Which method is overridden in the string class? Which object class method is overridden in the string class? So you need to give answer equals method. So equals ignore case. So what it does is it ignores the cases and checks same character is there or not. Ignores the cases and compares both are equal or not. So that's a difference between equals and equals ignore case. What is the difference? Equals method checks exactly same or not. Both strings are same or not. But equals ignore case ignores the cases and compares the both the strings. Same character is there or not. So Boolean, so B4 equal to, now you see S1 dot equals ignore case. Equals ignore case. And you give S2 variable. See, and comparing S1 with S2 using equals ignore case. Equals ignore case method plus B4 plus B4 you are going to use. That's so how output you will get, you can see now. So it returns true now. So why true? This is a small case, but this is the uppercase. But you are getting true. Why? So it ignores the cases, the equals ignore case method, and compares. So both having same characters or not. Same characters or not, it will check. That's the equals ignore case means. Right? So next one. So next method is starts with a particular string or not. So your main string is starting with a given substring or not, you can check. So checks the given substring is having in main string or not. So again returns a Boolean value. So Boolean, so B5 equal to S1 dot starts with, S1 is starting with what? So you have to give S1 is starts with Java, right? I'll give Java, or I'll call S1 S. Yes. So it is starting with Java or not, I'm checking. So Java Selenium starts with the Java only. See that? You can see S1 starts with yes. So using starts with method, that is P5. And so you can try a negative case, right? What is the negative case? Boolean B6 equal to S1 dot starts with. I'll give a second one, okay? That is Selenium. I'll give the Selenium thing. Is it starting with Selenium? Java Selenium is starting with Selenium? True or false?
False.
False.
False, right? It's not starting with the Selenium, right? You can say S1 starts with, you can write Selenium. So using starts with plus B6. So you can see the output now. First one is you'll get a true. So true, but second one is returning false. Why? So Java Selenium is not starting with Selenium. That's why it returns a false. But here, so Java Selenium is starting with Java. That's why it returns a true. So that's a starts with and ends with. There is one more, ends with. Yesterday only we used it, right? So that also you can use. Ends with. So ends with checks the given substring is, checks the given substring is ending with. So given substring is ending with main string or not. In main string basically is ending in main string or not, you need to check. That's the ends with main string. So returns again true or false. So Boolean, so B7 equal to, so I can use S1 dot ends with, so I'll give a suffix. So basically it is ending with Selenium, right? I'll give you Selenium. Whether first we'll do happy path, then we'll go for a negative case. So S1 ends with Selenium. So are not checking with ends with method. So we'll check ends with method. So P7. So now you can give that. So you will see you'll get a true only here, because Java Selenium is ending with Selenium keyword. That's why you're getting true. And then you try a different negative case. So Boolean B8 equal to S1 dot ends with. So S1 ends with WebDriver. Ends with WebDriver or not, we're checking with ends with method. So ends with method you are checking. So just give plus B8. So it's not ending with a WebDriver, right? It's a so negative case we are trying. So false. So that's the another case. So next one is, so next method, all Boolean commands we have finished, right? So Boolean commands are done. Next method is So we have another lot of methods we have. So many methods we have. We need to one by one, we need to see that. So the next method is substring. Okay, substring, it will take time. Okay, let me give you substring tomorrow. I'll give you split method. Split method, you have to, so split method is very, very important method. What this split method will do is it splits the string into different parts based on the given delimiter. So it written says string array. Whenever you use a split method, the written type of the split method is string array. Splits the given string and place them in string array. So the written type of this method is, so you should have a string like that, right? So let me place that kind of string s4 equal to, let me show you the one we are going to use in the real time also in our Java Selenium program. See that I'm going for a bool, so I want to search with some keyword. So see that output. So now here I'm searching with Selenium. So now you get a value right here. This is a value. So can you see here? It's going to be multiple string words are there in this. So this, how it is splitting? Splits the given string. So based on delimiter, based on given delimiter, that's a very, very important. So what are the delimiters? So delimiters are basically spaces between the words of your string, spaces, one, then semicolon, then question mark, then double quotation marks or a single quotation marks. It can be anything. So that's a hyphens or underscores. It can be anything is a delimiter. So all these are available in the check each word after what is the delimiter, common delimiter. Now here, can you observe here? This is the entire one string only. In this string, each word after, what is the common delimiter here? Each word after. First of all, tell me what are all the different words in this string. So what are the different words in this string?
About results.
About, but these are not numbers. These are not word. This is not a word.
That is also a string.
That is also what.
Then this is not a word.
Yes.
So now each word
Yes, sir.
after, what is the common delimiter found here?
Comma.
Each word after comma is there.
And
Each
here
word
P
after
also.
comma is there for you.
0.68.
Each
Here
word
space.
after, what is the comma
Space.
element? Huh?
Space.
Then why somebody telling comma?
Space.
Where is the comma? All the where is the comma? All here comma is there. Every word after you need to think, not inside the word. This is the string is a multiple words. These are not one word, but this entire is a one string only. But in that words will be there. In that each word after, what is a common delimiter?
Yeah.
Each word after, you should not consider inside the word. Each word after, what is the common delimiter?
Space.
Are here space. Now this string I want to split. Why you need to split this? I want this number, or somebody wants this time. So how can you get this from this string? So first what I'm going to do, this approach is, so first understand the problem, what you want to do. So in this entire string, you want to get a particular word. How can you get that from that string? That's a problem. So to get that, the solution is first split this entire string using a split method and use some delimiter. That is, a delimiter is a space here. Using the space, you split it and convert all the words into string array. Automatically it will convert. It returns a string array. So now let me apply now split method. So string array str equal to s4 dot split method I'm applying. So you can use a regular expression, but I'm not using regular expressions. I'll give you directly the space. The space I need to give. This is the space, right? This is the space. Now wherever space is here in this string, and that before the space, whatever the word is there, that will go and split stores in this variable, that array, string array. Now string array you will get like this. Your array will come like this. First, where is the space? About, after, right? And this word will split from that entire unit and comes and place in the first place of your array. So who will do that? This method, split method, is doing that. So next here is the space. So the space before this word will split and place in the next place of your array. Next, results after space is there. So results word also will split from that entire unit and comes and store in this array. Next, so here is the space. So delimiter base only it will split. It won't consider other parts. So please mind it, right? It won't consider other things. This is the last one. It will split. So this is your array. Now this array, you know how to access array elements. How can you access array elements? How can you access array elements? Now I want to access this element.
Array name of index.
So how can you,
Array
what
name.
index it is now? Super. That is the correct answer. But what is the index of this one? I want this count. So what is the index of that?
1.
1.
So first starts with 1, 0. Second element 1, and third element is in the second index, and fourth element will be in the third index, and fifth element will be in the fourth index. So now you want that, just what you can do here. So that str array name I need to use. So I'll store in some variable. Okay, again string s5 equal to str of array 1. So now you'll get, see the value, s5 value is, just print s5. That's it. See that you'll get only that value. That you got only that number. So whichever you want, this is the approach you need to follow. If there is a bigger string and many words are there, in that words you want one word from that, directly cannot get it. So what you need to do, you check what is the common delimiter. So based on the common delimiter, you split, you call the split method on that variable and split it, and that will store in the string array. String array it will store. So that string array, again array of that index you go, you'll get that value. So that's the easiest way to get the required word from the string. Okay, so that's it. Tomorrow we'll see the rest of the things. So